What's up, everyone? Thanks for another impromptu live session. Let me make sure that I'm live. I guess I'll find out in a sec. We'll give it a second. Okay, there we go. That looks good. All right, so we're good. We're live. Let's go. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. Let me get the chat up. Last time we did this, we had about 20 people on here. Hopefully, we can do about the same today. Go over charts. You guys can tell me what charts you want to look at. And yeah, we got about 4 already, so that's good. What's up, everyone? Let's see. I think I have the chat set up. All right, cool. Yo, what's up, Bert? Thanks for joining, man. Here, I'm gonna see if I play music. If you can hear it. Let's see. All right. Can you hear that? This is the first time I try to play music during one of these live streams. Hey, what's up, Whip Flippin'? Can you guys hear the music? All right, we got about 7 watching now. Can someone tell me if you can hear the music? I'm curious. No. Okay. Oh well. I have some synthwave on. All right, guys. So let's get into it. I think last night would have been a lot more exciting as far as price action, but let's get on there anyways. For the 7 of you watching, thanks for joining. And yeah, just let me know which charts you want me to look at, or any projects that you're unsure about that you want to check out. What's up, Dirk? Good day to you too, Mr. Australia. Thanks for joining. All right, guys. So let's get into this. BTC is actually looking okay, right? Not okay as far as like, wow, so bullish, but it's actually hanging in okay. The problem is that it's barely hanging on to some old support. Hey, what's up, Saint? Um, from you can see it right here. I mean, this is pretty much right here. The support right here from back in 2020. Right there. That's about what it's hanging on to right now. That's it. So not a lot there. And then the support maybe even lower than that from that low the other day. So, or just what, 2 days ago. So this is not going to hold, guys. It's not going to hold for long. The question is it going to be enough to get it to maybe, test something like up here, like 17.5, 568? And I think it might. I think it just might. Looking at some of the other indicators, God, it looks so bad on the daily here. But for example, if we go over here and we look, here, actually, we'll do it with this chart, and we look at the 4 hour. 4 hour doesn't look bad. 4 hour actually looks a-okay. And I do think that we're gonna probably kind of little by little grind our way up to 17,568. 17,568, and then there I do expect some more downside after that, most likely. So it's just impossible to be bullish outside of that. So I expect a little bit more up, and then probably most likely then kind of start testing these lows again. And I hate to say it, guys, but I think it's almost inevitable that we're going to be testing 13.8, 13.6, something like that in the days to come. And I think it's going to happen a lot faster than slower. And I just think that we're going to get some weird news, whether it's bad news as far as the macro, or it's bad news as far as more of the FTT fallout. I think it's going to be something like that. So I did notice on the headline that Amazon, they let go of 10,000 employees during what's about to be the busiest part of the season. But they do have like almost like, I think like 1.6, 1.7 million employees. So maybe not that big of a deal. So I think the bad news, hey, what's up, Nate? I think the bad news, um, Saint, oh, here, let me get the chats up. There we go. That's a little better. All right. I always like to start on the monthly real quick. Yeah, that's a good idea. I do that on most mornings, actually. So sure, let's look at them. We can look at the monthly, no doubt. It's depressing as hell, but yeah, we'll look at the monthly. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, from the monthly, I mean, how can you be bullish, right? I mean, the monthly basically tells us it's almost inevitable, freaking almost inevitable that we're going to see 13.8. I mean, there's nothing in the monthly that tells us differently. This little bit of support right here, yeah, I mean, it's right there that you could have maybe thought would give us a shot. That's it. I mean, it's gone and gone. So Yeah, I think 13.8 is where we're headed, and it's pretty much almost inevitable. I really think that. It's just a matter of how long. And so yeah, looking at the monthly, not good. The weekly's probably not going to help out much. Yeah, I mean the weekly just even looks worse in some ways, because that's where, as we talked about the other night, this is no double bottom, right? By any stretch is this a double bottom. This and this, not a double bottom. It's over 10%. I can't do the math exactly, but it's over 10% of a drop. So there's no way that this could be a double bottom. So yeah, definitely not a double bottom there. So yeah, we're headed to 13.8, guys. It's just literally a matter of when. So 13.8, here we come. Not much else that I can say there. And then yeah, we went to the weekly, the daily. We had kind of talked about the daily a second ago. And there, the daily is actually where you see a lot more weakness again. That does not look good at all in any way, shape, or form. But if we look at the 4-hour, it's a different story. The 4-hour actually doesn't look bad. So 4-hour is where I do expect is why I expect Bitcoin to go kind of test the highs of about 17,500, somewhere up here. Yeah, right there, somewhere in that range. It could wake up. Hell, it could wake up as high as. Well, no, it's not going to do that. It can wake up. Yeah, it's not going to wake up much higher than that. So yeah, I'm not expecting. Let's see, Nate agrees. 13.8. Yeah, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. So let's look at a few alts, see where that's at. I have some alts that are just long-term holds. I'm not going to sweat. I'm just going to let them stay. But it sure is tempting with some of them to just say, okay, let me just sell them. But I don't know. I mean, with long-term bags, that's the name of the game. You accumulate, you DCA, and then and then you just pray for the best 2-3 years from now. But looking at Ethereum, I mean that one does look a lot better on the short term. On the 1 hour, looks really good actually. So yeah, we should have a pretty good night actually, guys. Look at that. Ethereum's looking good. So the night and morning should be okay. Yeah, we'll definitely check out GMX, Saint. Absolutely. GMX is the narrative has really strengthened, right, for GMX quite a bit. It's crazy how much the narrative has strengthened for all these different dexes. So yeah, that's one we'll take a look at for sure. So Ethereum's pretty much just going to mimic what BTC does, but I got to say it looks really strong in the 1 hour. Makes you want to take a scalp trade on the 2 hour, about the same. Yeah, I'm expecting a good night for Ethereum. Yeah, for sure. And then as far as like higher time frames, though, I mean, same thing. It just looks like ass on the monthly. I haven't really looked at in the monthly since the other night, but I'm going to assume it's just awful. There's nothing to like there. It actually doesn't look anywhere as bad as Bitcoin. I will say that. It doesn't look as bad as Bitcoin, but yeah, it looks pretty bad. As far as other alts that look okay, all right. So let's talk about Doge, and then we'll talk about GMX. Because this is actually pretty interesting. Doge is actually one of those assets that's looking kind of okay. So the other night I talked about my Doge short, and it closed when it did what I said it was going to do. So I opened up a short because right here is where Elon talked in that Twitter Spaces about Doge to the moon jokingly, and it did that, went all the way up here. So I shorted it around 9.1. I think that's where I opened up my short. I opened up my short at 9.1, somewhere around here, because I could tell that it had already, the RSI looked really weak, but really it was more of a play of, hey, he tweeted, the tweet did its thing, the momentum had stopped somewhere around here, so it was a good time to take the short. And I closed my short just like I said I would, right above 8 cents. So that worked just as I planned. I had very low leverage on it because just in case it did some kind of crazy wick. Yeah, that played out nicely. But now I do have to say that what if I told you that Doge looks really good right now? And this is why. Looking at Doge, yeah, everyone seems to love GMX. All right, and they're doing a lot of marketing with crypto banter, which goes a long way. But look at this, guys. We have this low right here. So that's the first low. Another low right here, slightly higher low. And then this looks like another low here, right? So 3 lows, it's 3 rising valleys on Doge. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it actually looks pretty good. I would not hate a long right now. as far as like a quick trade. I think that this looks pretty good for a trade, and I kind of like those right now because of that. But it's one of the few assets that looks okay. The rest of them kind of look like complete and utter dog trash. But yeah, let's take a look at GMX. I'm guessing you guys don't care. So we'll just go to right here with Binance. All right, 30-minute chart won't help. So okay, we'll start with the 1 week. Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of data. It's a pretty new asset, so that's kind of pointless. Let's go to the 1 day. Jesus, how high did it get? Okay, yeah. So it's God, I didn't realize that. It's a month and a half old. So yeah, it's still trying to find its way. Pretty tough to do TA on this one right now, even though it is looking pretty strong right now. But look, guys, GMX is just gonna be an asset that you're probably gonna want to hold long term. It's just a matter of, with BTC doing what we think it's gonna do, right? BTC going to 13.5. It's kind of hard to get excited about any alt. So, I just don't know, what else to say. I mean, other than just wait. I mean, for me, an asset like GMX is something that, maybe at 13.8, I'll take a look at it. So BTC hits 13.8, then then GMX becomes a, very nice asset to look at. I'm going to talk about a couple others like that, but let's see. Love GMX, GNS. Yep, GNS is good. Gains Network is good as well. BFR, we talked about BFR before. Buffer Finance in the Arbitrum. They're really cool too. They offer binary options. It's really cool what they offer. It's like you can bet on whether an asset's going up and down in the next like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's really cool. So you bet $100 on ETH. Is it going to go up or down next 5 minutes? And it's like a double or nothing kind of thing. It's really cool. BFR Finance. I bought a bit of it, and I think it's going to do really well. I'm super bullish on all things Arbitrum right now because we know that the Arbitrum airdrop is coming. We just don't know when. So a lot of these assets, and we'll look at it in a little bit after we. Oh yeah, Cadena. Yeah, we'll take a look at KDA. We I think that with the Arbitrum airdrop, it presents some opportunities. We'll talk about with some very small caps, like tiny, like 1.2, 1.8 mil. But I'm kind of excited about some of those. We'll go over those in a sec. But yeah, I mean, GMX short term looks good. BTC looks good short term, but then I just think it's going to dump. So let's just do some quick math. So BTC is at almost 17K. So 13.8 would be what? Almost a 20% drop. So you got to figure that if that drops 20%, GMX is probably going to drop double, easily 40%. So it's at 44. What's 40% of 44, 49, 18? That would put it down to about $26, which, what is this right here? 25. So look, it would be painting if BTC were to do that and this asset does that, it would be painting some kind of higher low, not much higher, but like a higher low right there, right? At around $26. And that sounds like a really time to get in GMX. So that is something that I am definitely going to want to do is if GMX paints a higher low around the $26 mark, when BTC does get a lift at 13.8, assuming all this happens, then yeah, you got to figure that GMX will run very, very hard. I mean, look at this candle right here. This is a daily candle. It did a $26 all the way up to $36, about 40% gain. I don't know where you can do it on leverage. I know Bitget, which I do everything on Bitget. I don't think they offer GMX to leverage trade, unfortunately. So can't do it there. Pretty sure Binance does though. So yeah, that is not bad. I kind of like that idea a lot. And it kind of makes sense. And it paints a higher low, which would make it really strong. So GMX for a nice trade, but then, it can't be too long of a hold. If you want a DCA, that sounds fine. All right, let's take a look at Cadena. God, Cadena is so popular. I do not own any Cadena either. I don't own any GMX either, but I will. I will own GMX. Oh yeah, and yeah, it's marketed very, very strongly. I mean, it just seems to be an asset that a lot of people really, really like. I'm trying to figure out which one I should use. I guess we'll go with this one, Binance. All right. We'll start with the daily if that's cool. Well, here I want to see the weekly because this asset's pretty old. Oops. All right. I mean, this is still a bit of a falling knife, guys. I wouldn't touch Cadena right now. I mean, it's just still a falling knife. It's at all-time lows, so we don't know when the low will on GMX. Okay, we can look at GMX on Dex Screener. Um, yeah, guys, I don't know. I wouldn't touch this asset right now. Let's look at it on the daily. Oh, okay. This actually looks a lot better. Okay. Okay, on the daily, it actually looks a million times better. Did it double bottom on the RSI? On the daily? It sure did. Okay, so that's pretty good, right? You got the double bottom, but it's a higher bottom. So you got some bullish divergence there. Okay, I can see why y'all like it right here. And it's taken forever, right? It's been trying to bottom. I just hate what it's done the last few days. Right here, ever since 132, it's dropped down significantly. It's dropped down about 40%. Interesting. But look, guys, if we think BTC, so I think it's going to probably go up first, especially with BTC looking okay in the 4 hour, but I'm talking super, super, super short time frames. I don't see, I just don't, I don't like this asset. I mean, okay, so we're at 91 cents. So we talked about the fact that we expect BTC to drop another 20%. So we could see this dropping another 40%, guys. Yeah, the FTX contagion is, no one knows how bad it is. I don't even think this SBF guy knows how bad it is, even though he does, or maybe he does. But yeah, guys, I mean, this could drop another 40%, no problem. No problem. And it could drop more. Who knows? We don't know the bottom. It's at literally, yesterday was literally the all-time low for this asset. How can I get rid of this? Jeez. All-time low for this asset. So right there, what was it? 83 cents. So yeah, guys, pretty bad. I would not want to touch this asset in any way, shape, or form. Despite the fact that we see that bullish divergence, it might play out a little bit. It'll go on a little run, maybe do 10%, but no, I just think it's too risky. We don't know the bottom. Keep dry powder. You guys love Cadena? Keep dry powder. Because when BTC drops to 13.8, this thing is going to be really, really close to 50 cents. Really close to 50 cents. But that's about all I can say because we it's in bottom discovery mode, which is probably the worst thing the asset could ever do. So I wouldn't long this asset now. I wouldn't short it right now. Yep, we're all big old bears right now. It's kind of hard not to with BTC under 19,900. It's kind of hard not to be a bear. But yeah, so let's so GMX on Dex. It's not a bad idea. Let's see what we can find. I love Arbitrum, guys. I love all things Arbitrum. It's so fast. It's cheap, despite the fact that you're using Ethereum. It's just amazing. I am such a big fan. Such a big fan of all things Arbitrum. God, look, this thing's pumping, guys. It's gonna have a good night. It's gonna have a good night. But we could wake up tomorrow and the stock market just crushes us. And that reminds me, we haven't looked at the Dixie. Fell out of that channel that's been on forever, that beautiful channel, fell out of it. And now it's trying to find its way. But bottom line, I have it right here, $1.04. If the Dixie drops below 104, that's going to be amazing for risk on assets. But if it bounces off 104, that can't be good. And the VIX is starting to wake up. It's starting to wake up. It looks like it found a low right here at 22. And it might just be starting to wake up, guys. So be really careful. If the VIX starts to spike up with the Dixie holding above $1.04, it could be a really ugly December. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, so going back to GMX, yeah, it does look better, but this is the 15-minute chart. I just realized that. God, it still looks good on the 4 hour. Let's see if it kind of does a double top later on tonight here. God, it still could go another like 8% tonight. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, this asset's in very, very, very strong. Market cap's getting up there, 360 mil. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I just think that you can get this really cheap down here at $26 when BTC drops to 13.8. So I guess what you buy GMX on Uniswap and Arbitrum. I guess that's the best spot to buy it. I'm guessing. Which I've used Uniswap on Arbitrum for all my trades on Arbitrum. All right, so yeah, the big two. All right, so let's take a look at. Did I miss one? No, we said Cadena. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things. So this asset right here, I own a bit. I own over 10,000 tokens of it. Here I'm going to show you. Hey, what's up, Gav? All right. BFR, Buffer Finance. It's now at 2 million. I got in at 1.2 mil. And I have my buffer staked. It's staking and compounding. What I can't decide is I have it done. I have it with the site. I haven't decided that's better or if I should stake it with Ethereum on Uniswap in Arbitrum. So in version 3 of Uniswap. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Nate, I know that you're like a big Arbitrum guy. If you know which is better, what gives a better yield? I would like to know. All right, let's see what Gav has to say. Your thoughts on Garrett Soloway's prediction of BTC bottom at 9K, April 23rd? Okay. Yeah, I don't know who Garrett Soloway is, but we'll take a look at BTC and I'll show you why I think that there's some definite credence to that. And also, I really like the time frame in some ways because we did some charting on the show on Friday night, and when I was aligning here, I'll do it in a second. When I was aligning it with a trend line from 2018, it was kind of April, May. I got May. He's getting April. I got May. He's probably right because I am not good at picking times. But hey, we're a month away. That tells me that I might be onto something. So okay, BFR. So anyways, these guys are really cool. They do something really, really different. And I guess I'm kind of shilling them right now, shilling my bag, but I'm just telling you guys why I think that this has potential for at least a 10x when the Arbitrum airdrop happens. So if you look at Buffer, and we're going to look at another one as well, these market caps are super low, right? So, but look at that volume. A lot of people are messing with it. A lot of people like it. And then they offer what's called binary options trading or exotic options trading. And I heard that they're also going to add Forex. You can do it with a number of different pairs. I haven't done it, but it looks super cool. Looks like a lot of fun. I don't know why I haven't done it. I need to do it. Their site looks a little like you see, like their where you stake it looks like a little too old school. They probably need to put some money into it, make it look better. And this is where you do the binary options trading, but you pick your time frame. I just haven't done it, but I was reading about it and it seems super interesting. So you pick an asset. So there's not that many to pick from yet, but they're adding more soon, I heard. So you got BTC, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Matic. And then you pick a time frame and you bet. You see here the time frames: 5 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, 4 hours. And then you pick, will it go up or down? If it goes up and you set up, you win. Down, it goes down, you lose. Like, so cool. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Oh my gosh, guys, I just realized that. There we go. Sorry, guys. I just realized that. All right. So, anyways, yeah, really cool thing. So I think that this asset at 2 million market cap, if the Arbitrum airdrop happens soon, you got to figure these assets are going to like 5x. There's another one that I also bought some of, GMD. It's doing really well. I bought this one in the low 20s. Again, also around the 1.3, 1.4 million dollar cap. Now it's at 2.1. Same thing, same thing, guys. If the Arbitrum airdrop happens, these are going to run. So that's kind of like my play. And then if Arbitrum post, late 2023, 2024, I think a lot of these assets are going to 10x, 50x, who knows, maybe even 100x. All right, I will have a look into BFR staking. I need to look at Uniswap staking. Okay, I do. Yeah, Arbitrum. So guys, if you haven't checked out Arbitrum yet, just go around, play with it. You know, maybe take a couple stabs at some of the tokens you like. I'd like to know which ones you like. Hey, what's up, Stefano? Um, uh, yeah, yeah, rewatching works too. Um, and I think we have some gems in Arbitrum. I think this could be another one, GMD. I don't like this one as much as I like BFR, but it seems like a lot of people love this freaking asset. I just haven't figured out why. And look at the 24-hour, 52%. So, ooh, is this a double top there? It kind of is. Uh-oh. It may have topped out there. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I had this one staked as well. So I'm long term in these, or at least till a week or so after the Arbitrum airdrop. If that happens, I'm gonna sell. Like if I'm up on these two like 5x, I'm just gonna sell because of the Arbitrum airdrop. I'm just gonna sell, and then I'll just wait, and then I'll wait. Let's see. Looks like GMX. It is. It's a fork of GMX, Saint. My bad. I should have said that. It is literally a fork of GMX, but it has the binary option thing that GMX doesn't have. So pretty cool. And Forex is coming, I think. But I honestly, I haven't read up on it in a few days now. Yeah, that betting feature is so cool. I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to look into it. Who knows? Maybe after the stream tonight, I'll play around with it. Just small little bets. It just sounds so fun. All you have to do is pick if it goes up or down for 5 minutes, and you get this cool 5-minute sweat, right? So you want that dopamine release? There you have it. What's up, Stefano? Yes, good to be. Hey, what's up, Rybear? Yeah, let's go on to the next one. So guys, check out Arbitrum. I know Nate, you're like the Arbitrum guy. If you guys know of any other ones, I've been keeping an eye on this one because many think that this has like when the bull run happens again, this could have like that 100x, 200,000x potential because it's the meme coin of Arbitrum. I'm just not touching it right now because even though, oh, wow, 60K volume, still pretty low. It's been averaging about 25 to 30K volume. So it just seems like way too early. And I just feel like this thing could go to zero any day, especially if Bitcoin goes to 13.8. So I'm telling you guys about it because this is the meme coin of Arbitrum right now. And it could in the next bull run, it could take off. But it's again, this will be a fun play, a whatever play. But just keep one in your sights. I do not own any of it yet. I keep saying that if I see it get down here, to like 3 zeros and a 6, maybe again. Or actually, in my mind, I had said down here, 3 zeros and a 4, and then I could just kind of scalp trade it. But man, the liquidity is really low there, so not the best. Not the best of. Share this live to your friends. Yes, thank you. Definitely like it. Hit that like. If you guys want to keep just spam for a second, we could probably double the people watching by just spamming the silly chat. But anyways, yeah, Nashib, something to take a look at. And those are it. Those are like the only ones in Arbitrum that I've been kind of like monitoring, and 2 out of the 3 I own. So yeah, we'll see what happens with those. Oh yeah, XCal. I have not researched it yet. God dang it. Okay, I dropped the ball here. I was supposed to buy this. Good God, look at that. I was supposed to buy this like 2 days ago when I was told that this is a darling. I haven't researched it, guys. I don't know what this XCal does or what's going on with it. God, I feel like such a dumbass. I was told about it back here. What's today? Tuesday, Monday? I was told about it Friday. So I was told I'd bet down around here somewhere. I would have been almost up 50%. Yeah, 50% up. I just forgot. I was gonna buy some. I just forgot to do it. Yes, I don't know. It's pumped pretty hard already. Anyways, check out XCal, guys. If you get it down here again in the 40s, something to check out. A couple people that seem to know Arbitrum much better than I said that this is their favorite one. But I'm not buying this tonight. Not after it went up 50% since I found out about it. Let's look at the market cap. It's already 11 million, guys. But look at that volume, 700K. So a lot of people seem to trade it and know about it. Arbitrum's kicking, guys. Arbitrum's doing things. That's pretty good volume on something that most people have never heard of. Okay, so 11 million market cap. Now let's go back to Buffer, and then we'll go back to GMD. You see, 2 million market cap. Okay, so much potential. GMD, 2.1 million market cap. Guys, after the airdrop and when Arbitrum kicks in and people and becomes kind of like one of the darlings, and you know it will. You know Arbitrum is going to be a darling. If you believe in crypto and you believe another bull run's coming, you can't tell me that when the NFT thing gets hot again, people are not going to want to go to Arbitrum because it's so fast and so much cheaper than Ethereum. Arbitrum is going to be so hot. It's going to be so hot. I just can't promise you when. Is it going to be late 2023? Is it going to be 2024? I don't know. I have no idea. So I know I'm all over the place. I said, hey, if I get a 5x after the Arbitrum airdrop, I'm selling both of them. I am, especially in this crazy bear market. But especially if it's in November, because there's a lot of rumors that the Arbitrum airdrop is going to happen in November. I don't know if they're true. If they're smart, they should wait because of the FTX contagion, but we'll see. But after that 5x happens, say it happens, in November, maybe even December, you sell, you wait for it to drop again to these levels of like 2 million market cap, and then just buy it up and just wait, and just stake it, get those staking rewards. Like I said, do your due diligence. I tried to do my due diligence. I'm just not, I don't know, that Uniswap pool is very weird as far as the APRs. Like I wasn't able to really compare it to the APR on the Buffer website. But just do the due diligence, guys. Do the due diligence. Figure out which is the best way to stake it, and just leave it there. Leave it there for seriously, guys, till things get really crazy and hot again. This is how you get 50x's with stuff like this. Especially, no one's in Arbitrum right now. How many people do you guys know that go to Arbitrum consistently, or have even set up their wallet to Arbitrum? So keep that in mind, guys. All right. So do you have any suggestions for learning better TA? Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's reading as many TA books as possible helps. I wouldn't say go to YouTube. I know that Eric Crown is very good. But he's kind of like, I think he could be hard to follow. He's showing the numbers, but I don't know. I try not to watch YouTubers because then it messes up my view a little bit when it comes to TA. But just reading books, man. That's the best thing. And then just paper trading and kind of back testing stuff that you see, that you read about, and back tested paper trading. You can do it on Bitget. You can paper trade. It's free. You're not doing real bets, real trades. And that's probably what I would recommend more than anything. But just back tested a million times. Okay, so Arbitrum Nova is good too. It's meant for data, gaming, social, and NFTs. Okay, so yeah, I mean, anything NFTs, that's going to be good for Arbitrum as well. Arbitrum Nova. Let's check it out real quick. I want to see the market cap, and then we'll look at some of the bigger ones. Oh, yeah, I don't know what the. Do you know what the ticker is? Arbitrum Nova. Maybe I find it like this. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Well, we'll see if Nate tells us the ticker. All right. Yeah, of course, right there. Nova's it's a chain. Okay, I'll check that. How much are portfolio do to typically allocate to DeFi plays? Well, not a lot. Most of my portfolio is still, I mean, I have quite a bit in BTC and Ethereum. I own a bit of Near. I'm up to 5,000 tokens of Near. I have maybe like 10,000 tokens of Matic, but really my big ones are BTC and Ethereum. I own some MDB, not a lot. I think I have like 3,600 of MDB, something like that. So not a whole lot in DeFi, man. Yeah, I just have so much in stables right now. I'm still just waiting patiently. And then I do kind of migrate money in and out of my a Bitget account where I do my trades. I mean, I had a really good weekend trading this weekend because I was short on Serum. So I had a 5-digit weekend, which was really cool. Again, it's been good. I mean, if you're short the market, it's been good. I just don't know for how much longer we can short, but I think we can short until 11.5, 11.6 for sure. So yeah, very small percentage to DeFi plays right now. but that will change in the bull run. I assure you that. Best thing you can do in trading is find a system that works for you. Yes, everyone has their different system. What works for me is not going to work for you. So back to your other question, Rybear, you will find your own system, and it could be very different than mine, and that's okay. That's okay. Whatever works for you. Okay, Nova's a chain, just like Arbitrum. Oh, okay, so Nova's a chain. We'll have to. Wow, so many chains. Why do you like Nova? I guess it's this one right here. There's 3 Novas. Okay, it's a play to earn blockchain. Okay, gotcha. 003. So I don't know. So it's the market cap's only 5 million and it's a chain. Wow. This will be one to keep an eye on, but it's only on 58 watch list, so it's like no one's heard of it. It's crazy. No one's heard of it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, not that one. Okay. Arbitrum Nova. I was gonna say this is crazy. How did you even hear about it? Yeah, I don't think it's on yeah, it's not on CMC. I can't find it anywhere. How'd you find this name? All right. Okay, so let's move on. But if you can tell me how to find it, I will look. Because now you got me curious. So we talked about it. Oh, it may still be in testnet. Okay, that makes more sense. All right. Also, I heard Bear Chain might be a good chain to look at that no one's heard of. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of. Okay, gotcha. Of Bear Chain. All right. So Solana. I think Solana is going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay. It's just a matter of how far will it drop. Will this be the low? $9.48. It could be, but I doubt it. So BTC drops another 20%. Like I said, you got to expect 40% out of Solana. That should get about down here again. So, which is really, really interesting. So, I think Solana, for those of you that think that Solana is something that's going to stick around, maybe it won't. I think the big thing with Solana is that this ecosystem has gotten it's gotten devastated. B, you now have to wonder how much of it was real. We now have FTX employees coming out and admitting that they were basically getting paid to fake communities and fake projects for Alameda and FTX backed ecosystems. So it makes you wonder. Just how much of Solana was real, and you got to worry. So I think go to DeFi Llama, check out the transactions, check out the volume, and that will tell you what's going on with it. But I would stay away from Solana and all Solana-based projects. Can you elaborate on when you compare market cap and supply? Like, what are you looking for? Yeah, great question. Okay, so I'm going to give the example of Serum, okay, just because it's a very, very kind of out there example, but it's a perfect example of why I look for what I look. And by the way, guys, this project's this is done. I know it's gone up quite a bit, but it's a long story, but it got delisted. It got delisted in most places, and yeah, which is really funny. Okay, so look, do you see the circulating supply? 3%. 3%. So it has a diluted market cap of 2.8 billion, and the market cap's only 71 million. 2.8 billion, 71 billion. Look at the sell pressure. 97% of the tokens still have not been released out into the public. So that's going to be a ton of sell pressure on this asset. So that basically tells you that it's like it really should be worth 3% of this of 27 cents. So and this is a joke project now. Apparently it was called Sam's token because only Sam owned it, and it was just a way for them to keep their scam going. So yeah, this is a perfect example of why I look at that. So if you want to see an example of what good looks like, look at UFO. Why am I showing UFO? Because look at the circulating supply, 100%. Max supply equals total supply. Fully diluted market cap equals market cap. You don't have to worry about that ever again. That's why I like UFO. I wouldn't touch it just yet though. I'm waiting for another zero to really start getting into it. I own a little bit, not much. I DCA'd into it last week. Wish I didn't. I'm already down 25% on my DCA. I checked it this morning. But yeah, wait for one more zero, and then I think it'd be a great time to start buying this asset for long term. In the next bull run, it could go absolutely nutso. But still, I would wait another zero. Yeah, because I'm down. Yeah, I got in at 160 something. So yeah, I'm down like 20% actually. Yeah, but I just DCA just a little, nothing big. I just wanted to start DCAing into it. So that's what good looks like, and that way you don't have to worry about the market getting destroyed, the market cap, destroying the price action as more and more tokens are released into the market. So, okay, so Crow. I don't know if you guys own any Crow. God, I hope not, but it looks like they're going to be okay. They basically were able to survive the bank run. They straight up had a bank run the last 24 hours. If you look at their average deposits versus their average um, withdrawals, it was brutal, but they survived it. It's just so weird, right? That story about the fact that he sent supposedly $400 million worth of Ethereum on accident to Hoiby, I think it's pronounced. Man, I can't even begin to talk about that. So, or try to make sense of that. I do not believe for one second it was a mistake. I think what happened is that other exchange needed some more Ethereum so that they can pass their proof of reserves test, and they sent it over them to, and they didn't want to admit the truth, which is really, really crappy. Looks like they also had some money tied into FTX. It looks like. So I don't know, but they survived the bank run, so that's big. But again, all that a lot of these exchanges have done is show proof of assets. And like I said already, in prior videos, you got to show your proof of liabilities too. It doesn't matter what proof of assets is if you can't see someone's proof of liabilities. And just showing your proof of assets, that's like the equivalent to someone asking you, "Hey, who won the game between the Packers and Cowboys?" And you respond by saying, "Cowboys scored 28 points." Well, okay, but who won the game? That doesn't answer the question. And it's the same thing. By someone just showing you proof of assets, they haven't told you the whole story. You need to see proof of liabilities as well. All right, so looking at FTT, I know a lot of people have been trying to trade it. I heard that it got delisted in a bunch of places. I never got into the trying to trade this because it's not on Bitget, and I do all my leverage trading on Bitget. But yeah, I mean, it's looks like it's headed to zero. Obviously, I just don't see any other scenario. I'm surprised it hasn't been delisted everywhere. This is insane. It's insane that, for example, Binance is still allowing people to trade this. I don't get it. All right. So Aptos is the other big scam, right? Scam. This is specifically the one that one FTX employee was talking about, where he said that they were working crazy hours, working their ass off, literally inventing an ecosystem, like inventing projects. It was all BS. So that's why they had such a huge ecosystem from the jump, because it was all fake. And we should have known that, right? I mean, I kind of had said it, right? Especially when I said in one of my videos a month ago that, like 3 weeks ago, that one of the tokens was called Jesus Aptos. I should have given it away. But as far as technically, it did paint a higher low than this low right here. So that's not bad. So from that perspective, it's showing strength, and this is on the 4 hour. But no, I mean, this is just, again, I'm just grabbing at straws there. This thing there's nothing to like here. There's nothing to be, other than that. If you're really trying to be hopeful, there's really nothing else to look at. There's no telling how low this asset will go. It would not shock me one bit at all, if it gets really, really bad for this ecosystem, for this asset. Who's going to want to deal with it? I mean, do you guys know anyone that does anything with Aptos? Because I sure as hell don't. Maybe you do, but I don't. So we'll see what happens with this asset. The time to short it to zero was up here, over here. I unfortunately lost some money at first with this asset because I got trapped in not one, but two shorts during this 2-day thing. I just didn't think it was going to keep on going, so I lost. And Yeah, that sucked. That was really frustrating. I should have just waited for all the commotion to die down. I learned my lesson. So look, learn your lesson so you don't lose a ton of money like I did. The next time that a joke project comes out, no matter how big of a scam, money grab, VC money grab, and scam it is, just know that there's going to be a ton of excitement the first few days. And I don't know why I got so damn stubborn. I'm trying to see here from the price action when I got stubborn. I think what I did is I think I doubled down right here. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I can't even remember. You see this wick right here where it looked like it was, yeah, I kind of doubled down there and it just destroyed me. So I lost a ton of money with Aptos during that time frame. And then I was just kind of squeamish. I did get some of it back, maybe like half or a third back over here, but I don't know. I just never was able to time this one right. So just learn from my mistakes, guys. The next time that one comes out like this, wait. Wait. So how much should we wait? That's because with ICP it started dropping like day 2. And I thought it was gonna be the next ICP, which it looks like it is. But this one took a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't really start dropping till day 6. So pretty obvious now, hindsight, learn from my mistakes. The next time an asset like this comes out and we know we want to short it because we know it's a scam like this project, be patient. Don't be like me. Don't be a dumbass like me. Wait till that first red candle paints itself on the daily, okay? Because I tried to play games on the 4-hour. Who knows? Maybe I was even trying to play games on the 2-hour. I can't even remember. But this kind of makes a lot of sense to me. So maybe I was looking at lower time frames. And again, guys, that's why I stick to higher time frames. When I mess with low time frames, that's where I always get screwed. So you see on the 2-hour, it was starting to look pretty good there, right? So I probably got caught up somewhere right there. So yeah, I screwed up. So it should have been a huge winner. I should have made a ton of money off this, and I didn't. I'm actually down. My Aptos trades, I'm down, which really sucks because it's a money grab and I wanted to get them. That was like my way of trying to get back at the money grab VCs, but nope, they got me. Nate says, I got 150 APT tokens for filling out a form before they launched. Yeah, beautiful, man. Yeah, a lot of people did. Congratulations. And 150 times 10, you made like $1,500, right? Up here, depending on where you sold. Even if you sold over here, you still made about $1,200. Beautiful. Yeah, unfortunately, I lost a lot more in that shorting this asset. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Yeah, look for airdrops, everyone. If you go to DeFi Yield, okay, in YouTube, they focus daily videos. I do a guest spot there every Thursday, but they do daily videos on airdrops almost daily. That's like one of their niches, and those guys are really good. So go check out Casey and Chris. They're really good. They'll tell you all about all the upcoming airdrops and how to do it without getting scammed. Okay, so yeah, because you can get scammed with the airdrop thing very easily. All right, guys. So let's look at the next one. I think we've talked about. Okay, so Quant. I just want to talk about it again, just real quick, just reiterate, because this is a plan for me, a very, very clear plan. If BTC does what I think it's going to do, I think we're going to have a shot at some $40 quant. Okay. So down here, right down there, right? So here, I'll do a little vertical line. Right down there, $40. Give me all that quant. So $40 quant could be really, really good, midterm, long term, especially. Super strong community ecosystem. The tech's supposed to be, fantastic, world class, and they just market like crazy. So just put that one in your sights, everyone. $40 quant is where you want to be. $40 quant. It's a really good one to be. So real quick, let's look at BTC just because it's a live stream and I want to see what's going on with it. So far so good. Let's see how it's done the last hour. Yeah, just like we said, right? An hour ago when we started, that it should be a pretty good hour for basically all of crypto. It should be a good night. All signs point to a good night. They really, really do. The 4 hours should probably still look very good. 4-hour looks good, very promising. Everything looks good. It doesn't look bad until we get on the daily. and that's when things really look ugly. Even though the RSI is starting to kind of tip up a little bit, we could even look at a I don't know. We can add maybe like a 6 hour. See, the 6 hour looks okay. 6 hour still looks okay. So yeah, it's really the daily. So yeah, I expect a good night and a good morning until the traditional markets open at 8:30 Central. Things still looking pretty good. Um, and I think Doge is going to do okay in that time frame. You see, look how well Doge has done since we started, guys. I said that three rising valleys, one of my favorite structures to trade. Doge looking all sorts of nice right now. There's really nothing that should keep it from at least 8834, and probably higher than that. So Doge looking pretty nice, guys. Wow, you see, we were right about that. All right, and then the other one that I wanted to for sure cover, and if there's any other assets the 10 of you guys want me to cover, just let me know. Chili's is another one. I think you guys have heard me talk about it before. I like this asset because of the fact that the World Cup's starting next week, and the narrative for it is perfect because of its partnerships with the World Cup. So it's gotten crushed pretty good. It was up here at almost 30 cents when the FTX thing started. So this thing was primed, absolutely primed for maybe 50 cents, I think, by the time the World Cup starts, and it just didn't happen. So I expect Chili's to do okay for the next 12 hours or so, and then tomorrow we'll see, since BTC looks like crap on the daily. But I don't know. And there's an asset that I would have to take along right now on for the next week or so. It would be Chili's, and oddly enough, Doge. You just put a short on what? On Chili's? I'd be curious to see what you put a short in. Let me know, Saint. Because I wouldn't short Chili's right now. I wouldn't short Doge right now. But if you shorted something else, let me know which asset it is, and we'll check it out. Hopefully, it's not Chili's though, because I think it's going to go up. But I could definitely be wrong. We've talked about mass. This was a really good one to short up here. So just for like giving you guys some insight as to how I try to find assets that during a bear market I short. And again, once we're in a bull run, guys, when things are looking good, everything you hear me say, when I say short, I'm going to be saying long, right? So I'm not a perma bear or anything. I am someone that just kind of follows the trend. And so right now it's still bearish. So that's why we're talking mostly about shorts with some few long conversations. So just know, guys, that our conversations will change a lot come the bull run. Saying, what'd you put a short in? I want to know. So look, guys, you see this right here with Mask when it went on this crazy 5.5x run in like no time, and then it pulled this high right there. And it was pretty obvious from this red candle on the 4 hour that this was going to be the local high right here. That's when I started adding my shorts there, and it worked out absolutely perfect. So this was an easy one. So whenever you spot something like this on a time frame of a 4 hour or the daily, but 4 hours is fine. 4 hours is fine. On the daily, it's also pretty obvious. I am really bad at drawing. Fantastic time. The problem is that if you wait till the daily, you're going to miss out on a lot of the profit. So that's why I like the 4 hour, and I feel like the 4 hour can be trusted. So wine, I don't understand. You can't short wine. You can short wine now? What? From Great Finance, you can short it? No. Okay, I am so confused right now. I have no idea. You can't short wine, can you now? I know that they're gonna do the borrowing and lending, but I don't think you can short an asset like that. Oh, BTC. Okay. So you shorted BTC right now. Okay. Let's look at BTC on a 1 hour. I'm just curious. So you shorted it because you think it's not going to pass this resistance right here of 16.8. Okay. Let's see what happens at 16.8. That's going to be kind of like the maybe like 16,812. 16,815 or something like that. All right, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's see if it can pass that. Maybe it can't. But again, you're short if you have very, maybe the wine made them do it. Exactly. um, I do think that if you did your short with very low leverage and you can be patient, you're going to be fine on that short because BTC on the daily just looks like complete and utter trash. Absolute. I don't like this 6 hour. It just looks so bad on the daily. Like, how can you be bullish? I mean, I kind of gave the bullish scenario there of like how you can possibly be bullish, and I didn't like it. So no, I need to reset this chart. So yeah, it just doesn't look great, guys. So if you did low leverage, which I suggest that you do low leverage, it's just easier. You know, what's the old saying? Ladies, liquor, and leverage are the three things that can ruin someone. Um, yeah, use lever. I use leverage. I'm going to trade with leverage. I've been doing it all year. I've had an amazing year. I'm going to keep using leverage, but I'm not going to go big on it. Yeah, not super high leverage. I was delayed a little. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. You'll be fine. You'll probably be down on it tonight, but you're going to be fine on that short. I'm telling you guys, we're headed down to 13.8, 13.6, 13.5. It's almost inevitable. Almost inevitable. Got to get the. All right, Nate. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so that's where we're at with BTC, man. I think you'll be fine on that one. So as far as others, just real quick, I think MDB has not been doing so good the last couple days. It's up 5% today. I said earlier I own some MDB. Um, I wanted to reduce my exposure to DeFi. So look at that wick. Oh my God, someone bought a lot of MDB and it got sold into hard. Um, so I don't own as much as I did at one point. Like I said, I think I only own like $3,600 worth, but it's one of the few DeFi projects I still own some. But yeah, I mean, DeFi projects just getting killed right now, as you got to figure they will, and the ones that survive will be okay. But we'll see which ones survive. So I'm trying to think what else, guys. I think that's about it for today. We're at almost an hour. We're 2 minutes short of an hour. I can't really think of anything. Oh yeah, so I talked about Near because I own. I think I have 5,000 Near tokens that I DCA'd into in the last couple of weeks, really mostly. DeFi isn't dead, but it's tough. Yeah, that sums it up. It is tough, and it's not dead. It's certainly not dead. I would definitely agree with that. So Near is my average buy-in at Near is around $3. To be exact, around 289. I actually did the math. Um, but my Near holdings were a long-term holding. It is an asset that if we look at the weekly, just to make it easy as far as the chart, um, it was up at $20 not that long ago, guys. Not that long ago. Less than a year ago, it hit 20, and it's been a pretty ugly fall since then. I think that this is an asset. Yeah. So how long am I going to hodl Near? Not selling my Near till I think that in the next bull run we're close to the top. I know it's impossible to pick tops, but you know. So if it gets to $20, will I start selling some of it then? Well, no, I want to see what happens when it hits $20. I do think in the next bull run, it will reach that and maybe then some. My concern is that Alameda was kind of backing the ecosystem up some. So with Alameda and FTX gone, is that going to hurt this asset? Is that going to hurt this ecosystem, this chain? So that's something that we're going to have to wait and see. But, you know, I'm not going to sell my Near. I probably should have sold them the other day when it was at 340. Look, it's probably up here somewhere. 352. Well, I saw it at 340, and I actually considered. I was like, man, I just know BTC is going to drop, but I held on to them, so I've lost quite a bit of value there. But yeah, this is a long-term hold for me, and I'm going to hold it till the next bull run high. So $20. Can it 3x? You know, because that's kind of like the golden rule with good projects is that they usually 3x their previous all-time high if it's a good one. The bad ones don't even get to all-time highs, right? So Near may not get to $20 ever again. We don't know. But good God, I mean, this chart just looks exactly like so many charts have looked in the past. But will it come back, right? That's the big question. Or will it be like an EOS or ICX or all these other projects that never reach their all-time high again? Or is it going to be like, like a Binance or an Ethereum where it just destroyed it, right? Absolutely destroyed it from one bull run to the next. So if we look at Ethereum did the 3x rule to a T, to an absolute T, right? So it did on the last bull run 5,000, but the previous run it did 1,300, right? Back in 2000. Here we go, right here. Yeah, 1,300. So 1,300 times 3 is roughly about 4,900, and look at that, 4,865. So 3x, it did the rule. It did the absolute rule. So at 3x, for example, Ethereum, I see no reason why it won't make 15K. 15K next time. I really see 15K. And it's going to be deflationary, and it wasn't deflationary during this run. So I think Near has the ability to get to $60, but we will see. But will they hit $20 in the next bull run? Yeah, I expect that. So I'm just going to hold on to them. I need to figure out where I'm going to stake them. They're Near wallet has some pretty good staking rewards. I just haven't had the time to set that wallet up, a Near wallet, but it's in my to-do list for very, very soon because I'm just losing value by just having them sit in one of my MetaMasks. All right, guys, that's about it. We have hit an hour, so I will be doing another one of these later this week. Not sure when, just depends on schedule. I think I'm going to shoot for Wednesday, probably around the same time. So you use Ledger. I do have a Ledger, but I only have BTC and Ethereum in that ledger. That's all I have. And I do have other long-term holdings like Matic. So I don't know. I need to mess with it some more, I guess. I have, but I have everything. I have everything as far as like a ledger or my MetaMask, and then I do have some in Coinbase, which I know you shouldn't have anything Coinbase, but it's like the Coinbase wallet. So I guess that's why I feel okay with it. And Coinbase is like that one exchange that's US regulated, and they do all their backups as far as their assets to liabilities 1-to-1. So I feel pretty comfortable. I'm just not sure if the fact that I use a wallet does anything. But yeah, I use the ledger and it's great. I should probably, move more of my coins to the ledger. I just haven't done that. But all my BTC and all my Ethereum, almost all of it is in ledger, and it's a very, very good tool, and I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, guys, I will see you Wednesday night, and good luck on your short, Saint. I think you'll be fine long term. I just don't know if you'll be fine tonight. And yeah, Doge and Chili's looking pretty okay right now. We'll see how the night progresses. All right, guys, peace. Have a good night. All right, yeah. Dirk says stop drinking, Saint. Yeah, don't drink too much, Saint. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching.